To the mountaintop. The lightning sigil.
Word has it that we somehow managed to thwart Kronos just last night. Although I remain somewhat skeptical because his forces still press the attack, and Typhon shows no sign of slowing down. We have to put a stop to this.
Infinite possibility.
Though since we're under siege and all, perhaps it isn't worth a trip. Olympus sure takes on a different feel when you're stuck. We've cut back on the feasting and frolicking a lot. Oh, how I miss those days.
Beautiful. On my authority. Ah. You'll be out in no time, Shades.
Would return. Zeus kept saying I was fearful over nothing. We buried the old wretch in the depths of Tartarus after all. But he's a deathless titan. Time, it seems, slipped through our fingers.
him. He's always been a very busy god, but never tires out. Now that you've got his lightning strength, how about some lightning speed to boot?
Go, Tula. Come on out. It's Azil. What's left of Aphira?
Vulnerable creatures deep down, for we are all driven by a most delicate instrument as liable to stir our spirits or drive us to despair, as my dear Aphrodite knows full well.
Come now, my queen. The heart's the strongest part we've got, and tougher than it seems. We've withstood a bit upon this mountaintop, but we can take much more. Especially when our hearts all beat as one.
To nature.
Keep getting shipments of those gold and Kronos coins. I melt them down and dump the goop into the earth whence it came, so Kronos can make more.
Some bones.
I see you. Hey, what's your beef with Kronos anyways? He wants to change stuff up a bit, so what? Life's hard up here. It could be easier.
It won't be. That town back there, as you call it, would have been bustling with mortals. Now it's a festering necropolis. All thanks to the Titan.
My sheep, they're glad to be alive. No complaints. But individuals like you got too many ideals. Best I eat you and be done.
Sleep well, Cyclops.
in a minute.
Could try a different one. Want to help? Done. Into the purse. Some iron.
How's your evening going?
Icarus.
Nice night. Wait, what are you even doing here? I thought you were supposed to be bound to the underworld, but here you are, commandeering warships and whatnot.
I am still bound there. I just loosened the bindings a bit. Though I feel absolutely wretched now. So if the legions of Kronos don't stop me soon, my blood curse surely will.
Really? Because you look great. You look well. I mean, unafflicted by a curse of any sort. Maybe a little seasick is all. Just take one of these, hey? Hope it helps. See you.
Hold still. A gift. Now. And now to set a course. taking this back. A bit of solid ground.
Coiled va piggies!
Do you believe the Titan of Foresight can truly see into the future, madam? Prometheus is quite insistent about it. I'd sooner think you had such capability yourself.
Of that which shall transpire, I can sometimes see brief glimpses, little miss, provided I devote a lot of resources and time. Prometheus, I think, may see the future uncontrollably.
But if you knew precisely what would happen, could you not simply change it? For example, if I knew we'd have this conversation, I could have avoided the subject.
But then your knowledge of the future would be wrong. Such knowledge can be dangerous besides. Our great ability to harbor hope depends upon not knowing what's to come. Then you shall have it.
I feel a little off. On my authority. The boatmen on the river Styx. Farewell, Lord Charon. Trouble? Why is it that you're putting all your effort into stopping me? You're Strife. You should be unpredictable. Perhaps lash out at the forces of Kronos for a change of pace.
What makes you think I don't? You're not the center of the world, babe, and I couldn't be more unpredictable. Don't know why I keep running into you, though. It's so random. Look out below! Ooh, that's hot! All right, enough!
get out of here. Now the climb. That one. There they are. In the name of Hades. Lightning from on high. Excuse me. Tula. Where silver shines. Do it. For my father. More. Vengeance. You and me. We'll have to do this again. In the name of Hades.
Special delivery.
There's my order. Go on, Tula. Victory. Another crystal. Lady Hestia.
At your service.
Some nectar. This was stolen from us. They're gone. Olympus, I accept this message. That's a feeling there. We're almost there. Hold on. This keepsake's done. Olympus, I accept this message. Something there. Titan?
Gods could learn something from mortals, you know. For all their many failings, they have an admirable tendency to cling to hope. A certain quality we deathless often lack.
Hope can be the salve for the naive. So many mortals hope they'll never die. A feeling born of delusion and fear.
Yes, mortals live short, painful lives. And even still they strive for something greater than they mostly can achieve. I fight for them. You gods fight only for yourselves. Ready? strength shall return. I've suffered worse.
Look upon me. There.
Young one.
This then. Denied. That's that. It's over. Another lamprey. These two again. To them now. Was settled. Benevolent Lord Uncle Zeus, I have for you another offering, as meager as it is. May you soon have occasion to enjoy it peaceably.
I'm often showered in such offerings, you know. However, coming from one such as you, it means a lot more to me than the rest. My other children stand to learn from you.
Hear me, on my authority. Next floor. Special delivery. The tail chamber. nearly there now.
Hey, make short work of the big guy up there.
I'll show myself in. He's strong but not immune. My strikes are getting through.
You called for me, you misbegotten brute?
Right on time.
You know what to do.
I have to wear him down. return to Shadow now.
This world is filled with monsters large and small, and for the most part, they are not unstoppable, as evidenced by our Dark Princess of the Dead, who thus decides to take a little break.
Ow! Return to Shadow now. A good night's rest. Glad to be back here with you. But it's a new night now.
Oh, you're up.
The renewal project's up to a fine start. How are you managing with all the new responsibility?
Okay, I guess. Sometimes I think I'd rather not be doing anything. But I get that somebody's gotta do this stuff, and it's not like any of those slackers out there are gonna do it.
The other shades have their own duties. The work needn't be onerous. It can be fulfilling. Helping others, having a sense of purpose.
My purpose, Mel, is only to hang out.
Night.
Interesting. I was thinking about a visit to the hot springs and thought you might be interested, my lord.
Respectfully, Princess, I've passed events to document, so I had better not. Some other time, perhaps?
The artifact I gave to you. It can forestall the inevitable. Almost like a doom repellent, except it works in the opposite way. Such technicalities aside, I trust it shall be of some benefit.
I'm certain it shall. Sometimes all I need is a few moments more. So if I use your pin, you get to accompany me on my evenings out.
Only in the final moments of your evenings, I'm afraid. Of course, we also have the evenings here.
Then I'll be seeing you around.
Oh, it's you.
Eris. Look, you're right, I've never known what it was like before Kronos returned. You keep insinuating it was worse than now. How so?
Already told you, babe. Your father, my mother, whole inner circle, they got off bossing everyone around. Didn't give me space to spread my wings. Bunch of Olympus wannabes, but with mood lighting.
So you prefer living in a state of total disorder and constant mayhem to living under a principled set of rules?
That's a really good way to put it.
Smells delicious. I've had these in my head for long enough. Come, Savor, unrivaled from heights of Olympus to depths of the sea. Tonight's catch.
Oh, look.
Say, would you accompany me to the riverbank a bit? Blow off some steam, or maybe I could push you in or something?
Could be going after perpetrators of unspeakable evil across the surface, but you're asking me to go after some poor fish? No.
Isn't there something you can do to talk some sense into Eris? Get her out of my blasted way to Olympus. Or failing that, pin her in an armbar or a leg lock, perhaps?
Won't waste my time with her at all, though the armbar or leg lock do have a certain appeal. Not seen her flying through the underworld lately, have you?
Not other than these crossroads. But what's your point? That I should stay out of her way, as well as focus solely on Kronos below? It's not so simple for me anymore.
Didn't say it was. But if you don't want to deal with Eris, you could always stick to your main objective. Or just leave it to me, like you should have in the first place.
Do Duly noted.
Scoured the surface? Oh, I see what you're up to here, Goddess. If you continue to exploit my weakness to this stuff, I may yet learn to turn it to a strength. Good plan.
What can I say? I learned from the best. May you grow stronger and stronger.
You felled that mountain-sized monstrosity, Goddess. It would be false of me to say I had no doubt you would, though I'd only a bit, I swear. So, how did you outsmart him?
Outsmart him? All I could do was keep hitting him with all my might. It helped that Lord Zeus also struck him hard with lightning bolts. Eventually it worked, and Typhon fell.
Well, your battle prowess may be unsurpassed, but your ability to weave a yarn is not quite there. When next you overcome the father of all monsters, do make of it a much more rousing tale, would you?
No promises. They say to never bathe alone.
Garlic again.
Into the earth you go. Welcome to the crossroads, Shade. Hold on, Father. Much deeper than it looks.
I look like a scratching post to you?
So what's up?
It's cooking still. Don't have the bones.
Huzzah for the savior of Olympus! Look, kiddo, I gotta level with you. Got kind of a drinking problem over here. Stuff goes right through me. I just don't want you wasting this when you could give it to one of those other guys out there.
Commander, thank you for your honesty with me. I hate to think all that nectar only served to make you ill at ease. You do know you don't need to drink it, right? It can be a collector's item. A reminder of your friends and the affection that they have for you.
Affection schmaffection. Look, I'm gonna keep it just this 6th time, but don't go giving any more to me, okay?
Yes, sir.
You have repeatedly knocked Typhon from his perch. Mayhaps the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
I've never thought of it that way before, Commander, but you're right. The Cyclops Polyphemus also falls quite hard.
Because of his size, you see.
Let's see here. This one.